So, yesterday morning, an announcement was made that there is a delay in the commencement of the Madanga Commission.
Mm-hmm.
The Madanga Commission is obviously a commission that was supposed to start on the 1st September, looking into the allegations that were put forward by General Mkhwanazi. He said there was corruption everywhere, from prosecution, judiciary, obviously policing, etc. and so on, right? And then by yesterday afternoon, the DG had been placed on suspension by the minister. And so let me tell you what happened, basically. I need to explain first what Minister Kubai says happened. She says that it was due to some delays that they experienced in procurement, right? So, for example, in order for you to have a commission, you need to secure a venue, right? After you secure the venue, then you need to secure all the apparatus that will make a commission work. So where they were hamstrung was in procuring the ICT services. Let me explain why the ICT services will be important here, right? We're dealing with privileged information. Some of it is actually classified information. And so if you need to verify this, the people that are taking part in the commission will need to get special clearance. And then you need to put this information on a particular server where people can access it, verify the evidence, etc. and so on. Because there's also going to be a forensic investigation alongside this commission, right? Now, for me, these seem like very, very good reasons for a delay to happen. And so the question I'd ask is, why is it that Mamogolo Kubai felt that she had to then suspend the DG? That's the first question.
Yeah.
We move on. The EFF is saying, well, because this commission was going to be led by a former constitutional judge, Mkhwanazi Madlanga, he must now distance himself from this because they feel like it's already been sullied. I don't know if you agree with that, the fact that there's a delay, but maybe it's just a matter of logistics. It's not really anything untoward. Some people are saying, they drag their feet deliberately. They want to start this after General Mkhwanazi has left office. Then he'll just be a former provincial commissioner. There's a lot of speculation, but I don't know whether you believe it or not.
Yeah, look, I'm not defending government, but we've seen, throughout the years that with special cases, I think it was state capture, I think it was the Farlam Commission, most of these commissions always get delayed, and the issues around logistics are always an issue. I even remember with state capture, venues were moved and switched because I think at some point some venue was not paid. So logistics is always an issue, right? But it doesn't make it right. So it's quite clear that somebody needs to account here somewhere. And I mean, if you are going to make an announcement in July that there will be a commission, clearly you need to fast track the process of making sure that whatever is needed for that commission to take place is available.
Can we fast track when we've always done things like this?
So you can't. Because again, a part of the hamstring is a PFMA, right? These are public funds. You don't get to just spend public funds in jail willy-nilly. In fact, I remember when we still, I suppose we do have SAA again now, but round about that time was State Capture Inquiry, the then CEO of SAA spoke about how it's difficult to run SAA as if it was just any other airline. Any other airline needs to be agile. So, for example, if the oil price drops today, I need to be able to hedge, right? So that I can take advantage of that drop. But because I'm using public funds, I need to go to Parliament and get an approval to use those public funds according to your PFMA. All of these things take time, and by the time you come back with those approvals, you missed on the moment, you can no longer capitalize. It's exactly the same thing here. The ICT space is highly contentious, right? And those services cost a lot of money. Kona manje, if they rushed it through, Nina Futi, you would have come back and said, Aibo, what's going on here? This company wasn't vetted, yada, 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 yada. Mbo, you know how long it takes to set up a database, set up secure servers, all of those things.
But outside of that, the vetting process of the ICT and all of that, I think if you're going to be dealing with classified information and information that could potentially have to do with the safety and security of the country holistically, you want to make sure that this is a whoever you're procuring has to know what they are doing, right? Because the one thing you do not want is the leaking of such information. We already have everyone waiting and salivating, abumbali, over anything that could potentially be leaked from those classified documents. So you want to make sure that everything is secure. So from that perspective, I delay, guys.
I think, I hear you, Mpo, but is suspending people the answer? Because I feel like that's systemic problems. It's like systemic problems. And if it's a systemic problem, how many people, how many individuals we need to still fire? Because that means we're going to constantly have the same problems and not fixing the bigger issues. Like you were saying, Mbali, we always have these commissions, most of them being delayed.
It's also scapegoating, right? So the DDG, if he can be suspended, then surely we can suspend the minister as well.
How many people will we suspend?
So the president, he needs to act. But again, I don't know.
Does this mean that perhaps for special situations such as this, we need to have a special procurement process?
Well, there is a provision for emergency procurement.
Okay.
Right? So for example, that's what people were using during COVID. Once you make a loophole, we can get access to money quickly.
And we know what happened there. And we know what happened there.
Yes, because then what people do is they drag their feet, they wait. Then last minute they go, hey, we need emergency procurement.
Exactly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You'll see to finish.
You know, Kubai once suspended and then after that fired somebody for being stuck in the lift for an hour, and then they missed their meeting, and then the person was reinstated by CCMA. You know, the suspension of DG, we don't have the whole story. So until we get his story, I don't trust him.
Yeah, suspensions are a touchy subject on this show. So we're taking all voice notes.
Wow.
You went there.
I'm just saying, just let us know what your thoughts are, you know?
Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave your comment like what Sizwe said. Cheers.